Hey guys, big welcome back, and today I'm bringing you a really fun flight vlog. So it's a little bit long, but I just wanted to give it to you unedited. Figured you guys might like that. We are back in Playa del Carmen in Mexico, which is maybe an hour south of Cancun, and it was about just 5 kilometers from our resort. And yeah, I love this place. It's really fun. I'll tell you a little bit about the town while we're flying around. After I just address a little business before we do. Last year I flew here, actually a little bit further down the beach. I'm a little more north on this flight. Once I spin around at the end here, you'll get to see where we are. Um, and I had uploaded a video last year at this time called My Biggest Mistake, which that video has done really awesome. It's got like couple 100,000 views anyway, maybe 250,000 views or something like that. But I got a lot of hate on it because I was just doing a flight vlog. I don't know. I called it My Biggest Mistake, and that was for flying near an airport without realizing the airport was there. This year, I knew the airport was there, and you'll see that I stay quite low for the flight. I don't really get too high. Um, I mentioned in my last video, though, I did have permission from the police, which, I know they're not the airport authority or anything like that, but anyway, they said lots of people do. It seems that Mexico is just one of those places that they don't care. But anyway, I wanted to mention that if you never saw that video, go ahead and check it out. I don't know, it's got mixed reviews. You know what I mean? A lot of people liked it and can see the good in it, and a lot of people hated it, said I wasted their time and this and that for a clickbait title, and that was never actually my intention. I was just explaining my biggest mistake, which, is not really clickbait because it really was my biggest mistake, flying next to an airport and not knowing it. Anyway, this flight is down the beach from that. It's farther away, and I stay low, and I'm aware it's there. That was the main thing. So now we can get back to the actual good stuff, which is this is Playa del Carmen. This place is it's beautiful, and the city seems to be really under construction. Everything, there's all these resorts going up, and condos and houses. It's a real boom town right now. So if you're in the construction industry or something like that, and you want to go and move down there, maybe there's work there. I don't know. If I was a younger single dude with no kids and stuff, I'd probably look into something like that. But I'm not. I love my family. I love my situation where I am. So we'll sit here and I don't love that there's no leaves on our trees right now. It's cold out, but anyway. So Playa del Carmen, just for those of you that don't know, it's a city that's got this street called, I believe it's Fifth Avenue. Anyway, it's where you can go and buy little trinkets and this and that, and it's really it's long. It's a couple kilometers long, and we didn't even end up walking the whole thing. I went there 3 days while we were on our trip, and not once did I actually manage to get end to end. And it is a fun road to walk down. First of all, just seeing all the local crafts and stuff like that, and the people are creative. They can make a lot of awesome stuff out of very limited resources. I guess we'll say, like different jewelry and this and that, and authentic Mexican apparel. And then of course you get like knockoff Oakley sunglasses and all that, and generic Viagra, which I bought. Yeah, that's right. Me and my buddy split on a box of that just to try it out. So you got to give me a thumbs up for telling you about that. I ain't got no problems. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, what the hell? Why not try it, right? I had a good time. We had a good time. We were sitting there talking to the pharmacist about it because it was actually from a pharmacy. You just don't need a prescription. And I was laughing that they sold it there, and then I asked her if her husband ever used it, and she just smiled. And I said, "Oh, you did?" And then she was like, she shook her head yes. And I said, "And did you like it?" And she just started laughing and shaking her head yes. And she was so embarrassed, but it was funny, right? So, you know, you gotta enjoy life. And it looks like the people on this beach are enjoying life. These are all, we'll get back to what the video is about here anyway. Beautiful resorts here. I never really thought to actually stay right in Playa del Carmen, but it's not something I would rule out because I know I was reading online people saying that it's a safe place to go, and at nighttime there's a lot of police there. Everywhere you look is another police or policia. Um, so it's a pretty safe place. That is quite the fancy resort. I got to tell you, I wish I went in for some real good flights there. I don't. I don't get too close to it, but I kind of wish I did. I kind of wish I went and stood right in front and flew my drone under that archway thing there, the bridge or whatever you want to call it. But it's really fancy. The only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't really have a tropical feel. When I do the full review on my resort, or based on the couple of clips I've put up, I think you can see that it had a bit of a tropical feel too. You know, when they have the straw roofs or whatever, it's palm leaves or whatever it is, and it kind of makes you feel that you're somewhere tropical. This is very industrial, but it is still beautiful. And I do fly over one of these other resorts after, which is pretty cool. You can see that it was quite windy out. You can see the flags there, so I don't go very far on this flight, just because I wasn't looking to push my luck. I know the Phantom can handle wind. Obviously, anyone that's got one knows that. These things are just beasts in the wind, and I'm hoping my Mavic will be too. So this is it's a bit different resort there. I think this is maybe we're gonna go for a zip up over it. When in Mexico, one thing to remember if you go on a trip like this is that everything is tippable, no matter what it is. If somebody does something for you or anything, they are probably looking for a tip. So just keep a whole bunch of American ones or 20 peso notes in your pocket, and you'll be golden. That's all they want. It is a buck, but you get a drink at the resort after you've gotten a few drinks. That, or you can just tip them like at 10 right away when you get to the bar. It's all inclusive. Obviously, you don't have to, but it's the same actually in town. Anything. If you ask somebody directions, they want a tip. If when you take your bus, they want a tip. You go on an excursion, they want a tip. Anything. And I have no problem with that. We factor that into our vacation budget. But I just wanted to let people know that maybe that haven't gone on a trip like that yet, but are thinking about it, because it's kind of, you watch some people at the resort, and I actually was listening to a guy, a girl, no, it's a guy being telling his girlfriend off about her being so cheap and not tipping anyone. Um, anyway, so do that. Hold on a sec. My old lady's here looking at me. I'm gonna see what she wants. All right, I'm back. Actually, she wanted me to make her a mixed drink. She's a drinker. Um, yeah, she's a really, yeah. Anyway, see that live vlogging here. But the tip thing, that's just, it is what it is. Know that when you're going there, though. Come on, be nice and give tips, because we watched a lot of people that didn't, and just do whatever. To each their own. But I know that a lot of these people don't maybe make a lot of money working at the hotels and stuff, so I think they kind of count on it. But I'm here just hovering. I'm not sure why I was just hovering at this point. I think I was talking to somebody, to be honest. I was there. I had my son and his friend with me, and maybe I was talking to the guy in the ticket booth. I know I talked to him. I just don't know where I flew from. I think you'll see it at the end of the video. Was next to a ticket booth. But anyway, I think I was talking to him at the time. But so my vlogs are all over the place. If this is your first time, there's a ticket booth. So I'm standing right there. I'm that little dot. Yeah, somebody's by me. My vlogs are all over the place. I can't stay on track or focus on one thing. That's just not my style. So hopefully that's okay with you. But I will bring you cool scenic stuff. Now, out of all the videos I've got, because I've still got a bunch more, just so you guys know, I know not everyone's into these talking vlogs and flights like this, so I will also be doing just a scenic Mexico vacation scenic with some music video, where I'll just take some nice clips. That little shutter in the video is actually because I had stopped and took a picture there. Just in case you wondered, it wasn't something with the drone. But yeah, so I will be doing that. I'll do a little musical video as well. And then it's also, I was thinking today, it's getting on that time of year where I will be doing my my year-end video of my favorite flights of the year. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for that when that comes out. We still got a month till the end of the year, so I'm gonna start working on. I'm gonna start putting some clips together in a folder and figuring out what my favorite flights are. You know, like this little pull away shot here. This very well may get in it because I thought it was actually a really cool perspective. When I did watch this back, though, I wish I had gotten closer to the Yellow Hotel prior to doing the shot. I think it would have been a little more dramatic. And I've got a couple ideas for some local videos coming up too. So it's not you're going to get a few Mexico videos because I might as well use them up. But then we're going to get more into some more local stuff. And that din 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 there you hear in the background, that's you guys commenting on my videos, which I love. So anything you've got to say about my videos or my channel or requests, or if you think I should do something different in editing or whatever you want. I'm a pretty easygoing guy for the most part. Just comment it below, and I'll be happy to try to oblige you if I can. And let's see. See, there was somebody on that pier there, and that pier had a fence around it. So I'm guessing they went around the fence or climbed the fence. I'm not sure how they got out there, but you weren't allowed to walk out there for some reason. Here we are. We're going to come cruise up here. I think you can see the police truck from the police I talked to when I come up here. They had... they were down here, then they left, and then right as we were leaving, they came back down again. And I thought, oh, maybe they're just coming to see if I was still flying or what. But anyway, they didn't. They just went along with their day. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, but there's a lot of cops in that city. Anyone that's been there probably noticed that. They drive around in like gray and blue pickup trucks and with like AK-47s. So they make you feel pretty safe, you know, because Mexico, a lot of parts have been known for violence and stuff like that. This I don't feel is really one of them. I don't have any concerns. When you're walking on Fifth Avenue, I'll just point something out. If you've never been there, but you do go there, you're gonna get and it's funny. It's funny how it goes. The guys from the stores are gonna call you over and they're gonna say, hey, remember me? I'm Carlos from your hotel, the Princess. As the waiter, remember? And then you can say, oh, yeah, and they're going to say, oh, it's my day off, but I'm helping at my mom's shop. She owns a shop, and do you want to come see? You don't have to buy anything, but if you want to come see, and they'll try to get you to come in there. And so one tip is to turn your bracelet inside out, because all they're doing is looking at your resort bracelet. He's not your waiter. He doesn't know you. I fell for this last year. I'm wearing a silver necklace right now that I bought from the guy's mom's shop. Not a big deal. Am I mad about it? No. But anyways, now I'm wiser. I know a little more. And there is actually one shop called my mom's shop. And because he called it his mom's shop, I actually went into it and had a shot of tequila with them and whatever. But anyway, so just a heads up on that. And you'll hear that. Like if you walk the full, few kilometers, whatever it is, you'll probably hear that story 20 times. And you can sit and just watch one tourist after another get suckered into going into the store. And I assure you, Carlos is not your waiter from your hotel. He doesn't remember you. It's just a ploy to get you in there. But go check out the shops anyway. It's fun. You don't have to buy anything. They're used to people not. So I know this video's been all over the place, and I'm betting half of you probably just muted it anyway, not to listen to me, but just enjoy the area. If so, that's cool. If you are still here, that means you must have somewhat liked it. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, it helps me grow my channel. And the more I grow, the more giveaways and stuff like that, and the better content I will bring. See you guys next time.